Mr. Chairman, you have 2 ayes, 7 nays.
The noes prevail. House Bill 1392.
Hey, Representative Pearson. No, sir. No, sir. No.
Don't touch him! Do not touch him! Let him go! Do not touch him! Do not touch him!
Don't you ever come out to me and my family.
My father, please stop! My father!
Take care of him, Justin. Come on. Come on, Justin. Come on, Justin. You're okay.
We love you!
There is only one person in the wrong in this situation. Welcome to another installment of Connecticut Gun Bench. Today's video is brought to you by P.A.N. Firearms, LLC. P.A.N. Firearms, your NRA certification of multifaceted gun training. You can reach us at 203-300-6343 or use our website at www.panfirearmsllc.com. As always, there'll be a link in the description box below. If you like channel, like content, what I do here, you can support with the link. Everything is appreciated. Once again, my online store is open. Another great way to support the channel and get some cool merchandise at the same time. Also, I am getting notifications from people who have been subscribed to me for quite some time who are saying that their notifications are not coming through. I have conspiracy theories about that, but I can't go into them. But just double check. Make sure that your notifications are on. Make sure you're still subscribed if you come across the video and said, wait, I'm subscribed to this guy. What happened? Okay, just keep an eye on that. Let's talk about this. And this is it's not a good story to tell, but it has to be told. This is out of Tennessee, where Representative Justin Pearson got into a heated confrontation with a GOP member over a bill that he was trying to pass. He was trying to repeal Tennessee's constitutional carry law. Pearson was using the death of his brother as foundation for his push. But as we're going to find out, the death of his brother has nothing to do with the legislation he's trying to put through. But at the end of his speech, and his bill being turned down, Pearson then decided it was okay to basically get in the face of the GOP lawmaker. Now, I want to go ahead and give you some information here, so let's go ahead and watch this.
Fingers fly, tensions flare between two state legislators when a debate over firearms turned personal. We have a lot to cover tonight at 6. Thanks for being here. I'm Rory Johnston.
And I'm Carrie Sharp. The confrontation happened between Representatives Justin Pearson and Andrew Farmer. Chris Davis shows us what led up to this dramatic moment.
This bill is to repeal permitless carry.
Debate on the bill began like most do in committee hearings.
We have continued to pass legislation that has made it easier for people to have access to firearms.
Representative Justin Pearson of Memphis explaining his bill that would reinstate handgun carry permits in Tennessee.
You don't have to throw out responsible gun ownership in behalf of the Second Amendment.
When Representative Andrew Farmer of Sevierville asked to speak, things took an unexpected turn.
We've been on the House floor voting on bills. We've taken the tough questions. We've taken the tough votes.
Yeah.
And we're doing so. So I don't think it's fair for you to come here and lecture this committee on hard work when we've been up here doing the hard work.
Thank you, Chair Farmer, for your comments. They incense me. They make me very, very angry.
This was the first day Representative Pearson has been back on the Hill since the special session in January, as he grieves for the loss of his younger brother.
But let me explain to you what I have been doing, Representative, since you asked. My brother, Temperance Darnell Pearson, one of the loves of my life, passed away from gun suicide on December 1st of 2024. And since that happened, it shattered my family like gun violence has shattered so many families.
Representative Pearson, it seems that it's very common in your party when you disagree with a comment. Now, it's not disrespectful to you. That you resort to yelling. Basically, everything you just told me, you just did. I have a family. I've made sacrifices every year.
The committee chair, Representative Clay Doggett, tried to cool things down.
I know this is a very difficult time for you to be back up here. I'm sorry for all the things that you've experienced.
But tempers really flared after Pearson's bill was defeated.
Mr. Chairman, you have 2 ayes, 7 nays.
The noes prevail. House Bill 1392 fails.
It was at this point that the state video feed stays on the voting board and we can't see what happens next. Thankfully, we have some remarkable photos from Tennessee Lookout photojournalist John Partapillo. Pearson rushed up to where the committee members sit and confronts Farmer. We see House Majority Leader William Lamberth and several House Sergeant-at-Arms holding Pearson back as Representative Farmer avoids eye contact. This video posted on X shows the aftermath. First Farmer and later Pearson leave the chamber.
No, you're wrong. You're in the well today because you broke rules of decorum. Wouldn't you agree?
This isn't the first time these two have clashed. Another notable exchange came in 2023 when Representative Pearson was up for expulsion after leading a protest on the House floor following the Covenant shooting.
You have decided that it is not right to have debate. It is not right to listen to the voices of the minority.
So, will either representative face any consequences from this incident? Right now, it's unclear.
Both lawmakers have now released statements criticizing each other's actions today.
Heard that and you saw that. Now let me tell you something about this, okay? Pearson is just out for social media clout. He is just out for clout. Because there is a video of him. I'm going to show it to you. This is the same Pearson when he ran for an office in college. Listen to this guy.
Hey everybody, I'm Justin J. Pearson, and I'm running for president of BSG. There are a few reasons that we're running this campaign this year. One has to do with representation. How can we represent all voices in a conversation? I wanted to do this by partnering with organizations from the Boone Democrats to the Boone Republicans. I want to bring together different voices, dissenting voices, voices that may be more liberal or more conservative, in order that we can reach a point of sort of the radical middle, where conversation and dialogue happens and growth happens. Right now, we have tensions on our campus that can only be resolved by understanding one another. And creating those forums and those spaces will be a part of the legacy I hope to lead as the BSG president.
Now he's a Tennessee lawmaker. Listen to how different he sounds.
Point of personal privilege, is it possible that Senator Ackberry could join us up here? Former State House Representative?
Yeah, she can come.
Thank you. All glory and honor to God, who makes all things possible, who takes the son of teenage parents Kimberly Owens Pearson and Jason C. Pearson and brings them to an institution built by enslaved people's hand. All glory and honor to God, who brings those who've been marginalized and excluded into this place and tells them that you still have a voice, that you still are somebody, and that the movement for love and justice cannot be stopped because we've still got a heartbeat, because we've still got a movement for love that needs us. We've still got people who are calling on us to act and to do something. To all you who still believe.
Here he is trying to be the fake MLK persona, trying to push that out there. It's absolute nonsense. You heard him in the beginning when he's basically sitting there calling somebody up to be with him, and as soon as that person comes up and he gets into his speech, he changes his whole timbre, voice, everything changes. This guy is just out for social media clout, period. He is putting on a fake persona just for the sake of saying, look at me, wearing his African style garb. It's all bullshit. But coming back to his bill, basically, as I stated, was to repeal Tennessee's carry laws, the constitutional carry. He was trying to pass a bill to get rid of it. And then used his brother's death, which was a suicide, as you heard, as emotional fodder to get it through. Bunch of bullshit. His brother's death and method had nothing to do with the legislation he is trying to push through. He is using his brother's death as an emotional fodder to basically bully everyone into going along with his way. His brother's death is tragic, don't get me wrong, but committing suicide, you don't need a firearm. So I don't know what canceling Tennessee's open carry or constitutional carry laws is going to do, would have done anything to save his brother's life. Perhaps somebody should have been paying attention a little bit earlier, because I'm pretty sure the signs were there. But the only person that has any blame in this matter is Pearson. I give Farmer a lot of credit because Pearson was doing it once again for clout. As you heard, the idiots, his little minions there in the audience, a woman walking around with a little banner over her head, they're going to support his behavior no matter what he does. Okay? He was out of line. He should have been expelled, because he should have been expelled actually the first time. after the Covenant shooting, where he and 2 other lawmakers basically disrupted a vote to push their anti-gun agenda. They were expelled and then brought back in. And what's even more interesting about that whole thing, as we know about the Covenant shooting, Biden did not go down to Tennessee after that shooting. Harris went down to Tennessee, and she met with them and not the families of the victims. But they were reinstated after that, which I don't think they should have been. Aren't we told that disrupting an official proceeding is an insurrection? That's what they tell us, right? Well, what happened here? But it's, once again, I'm going to come down to the nitty-gritty and just say it plain and simple. Pearson is using his brother's death as nothing more than political clout to pass anti-gun legislation that has nothing to do with his brother's unfortunate demise. He's trying to be a social media star like a lot of these Democrats, Crockett, AOC, Sanders. So, and don't be surprised if he tries to run for the federal position. That's all he's trying to do. But he's the only one that's wrong in this matter, and Farmer has no reason whatsoever to apologize for anything. Because during that hearing, Pearson criticized the other lawmakers, saying they weren't doing anything when Pearson was out for 3 months because of his brother's suicide. Now, in the private sector, you get a week to 2 weeks to mourn, and then you got to come back to work. You don't get 3 months. He was out for 3 months. Okay? And Farmer, I'm going to quote what he said in that hearing. Quote, "I know every member in this committee has been here this year working during committee, during sessions, voting on bills," Farmer said. "And I know you may have some things going on, but you have not. So I don't think it's fair for you to come in front of this committee and lecture us on hard work and convictions and hard work for a committee. So I understand where you're at and what you're doing and why, but at the end of the day, we've been working." That's what triggered him off. That's what set him off to explode into that tirade that you saw on the video. Only one person to blame here. That's Pearson. Period. But let me know what you think. As always, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, any statements of violence or statements that lead to violence will be removed. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified the next time a video goes live. I'm going to see you on the next one. Peace.